Aris got here, and it's time to talk about the Bachira and Isagi show, because that's what this episode felt right here from Blue Lock, with them or Isagi having to deal with Rin pushing past and past his limits. And also, I can really see why a lot of people like Bachira, even after the last episode that we had focused on Bachira. Even this one felt a bit more focused on him than even Isagi. While Isagi did shine this episode, I feel like it was more centered around Bachira, but I love that we had amazing hype moments right here, and I can't wait to see for the next one, and kind of makes me think who they're going to choose, because it's kind of obvious who's gonna win after this one, but still I don't know who they're gonna choose, and I have my hope. But anyway, let's get into it and talk about it. Now, picks off from last week. Isagi still being amazed by Rin, wants to do more to get to that level. He's one step behind passing Rin, or being able at least to fight on equal terms with him. And this is where slowly throughout the episode he gets more different points of view, how to handle this. Even in this one, using him to devour himself to go against Rin, just showing how capable Rin is. Even when you take him by surprise, he's still able to do amazing things, which is why I'm worried who they're gonna choose after their win. But we're gonna talk about that a bit towards the end. Now, we have the duels back and forth, Baro trying to get past Tokimitsu, going into that creepy mode. Do have to say that Tokimitsu and Aryu kind of feel like side characters in a way over here, right? Tokimitsu, sure, he has his duels with Baro. Aryu sort of does something against Chigiri, and him having bigger reach, being taller and things like that. Tokimitsu being the stamina muscle monsters, but feel like Rin and Bachira are the two actual players on their team over there, if I'm being honest. Nagi has had his moments to shine. Baro has had his. Chigiri has had his, and Isagi, of course, being the main character, has had quite a lot of moments, even more after in this episode when Isagi used Baro and Tokimitsu as decoy. But also we have Bachira throughout the episode slowly awakening. He was there to block Isagi, not wanting to be left behind the way the last episode ended. And I read it perfectly. I knew he was gonna be, they called him the Joker, the wild card of this episode. Isagi didn't pay enough attention to Bachira last episode. Not saying leaving him behind, but you could see something brewing, something boiling inside Bachira, and this episode came to surface more and more. But now we have them trying to get past Rin, Isagi passing to Chigiri there to make a play. Rin, of course, the calculating machine, this dude just knows, predicts everything, and has the physical capabilities to be there, knows it, and blocks them, which makes Isagi even more frustrated, saying, I'm not good enough to beat you, but no, I fooled you. This felt like bamboozling versus getting bamboozled, the duel between Isagi and Rin. This was Isagi's moment. He finally was able to get one over Rin with that. I love that moment, back heel shot that he had there, and he scores and devouring Rin. Everybody was very, very impressed after that. One of my favorite things in anime, and this is why I like series like this, seeing the shocked, surprised faces when somebody does something epic or at a power level, a transformation, a new skill. I love seeing anime characters surprised and shocked at something happening. Even though it might be obvious, it might be cliche, I don't know. I just like it quite a lot, and this is the embodiment of that exact feeling. This is why I'm having so much fun with Blue Lock. But at the same time, while we had the duel and everything happening, the match, Bachira was the subplot of the episode until he became the main plot, so to say. Thinking what he is missing, what ego is missing to catch up to them. But also after the plays we had here, Rin wanting to go full power with everything they have against them. He's also frustrated, but I think he likes it, fighting powerful opponents. I'm really curious what he's gonna say after the match. And then they start going at it again, fighting over the ball back and forth, taking it, stealing it, losing it. And slowly you see Bachira having the same problem that Isagi had quite a few times. The overthinking part, undecisiveness, not knowing what to do, losing himself in his thoughts, overthinking here, which causes him to lose the ball. And I feel like Nagi's words, what he said, are kind of lit a fire under him when he asked him, are you losing on purpose? Do you think you're gonna be chosen when even if you lose? What's happening here? Do you think we don't need you in this state? We're gonna select Rin, and this is why I'm a bit worried, not because of what Nagi said, but also a bit with what Nagi said, but still, and this hit him quite hard, even when he said, we don't need you in this state. And then we had Isagi and Baro trying to go for their anti-combo play, Bachira in the background, boiling more and more, and him, I feel like this was very focused on him after this point, not wanting to lose the first friends he made here, not to be alone again, as we saw him in the backstory episode with him there, flashbacks again with his mother, trying to rediscover himself throughout this episode. Why was he playing? What was he doing? What does he believe in? Slowly remembering his mother's words and telling him to focus on his own inner voice. And this is where he slowly starts making moves, forcing a play. And I really like this side comment by Nagi, saying he's going for the best supporting actor award. And he kind of deserves it. Nagi has done more than enough plays over here. And this is where we have the Isagi Bachira duel starting, when Isagi was having his moment, they're just about to score again, and Bachira in the background, give me one more chance, one last time, please don't leave me behind, we're waiting. I was like, hey, when is it gonna happen? When is Bachira gonna do it? When is Bachira gonna do it? And are they actually gonna end it like this, with Bachira having this build up and not leading anywhere? Maybe we're gonna have future episodes focused on him, but thankfully they didn't go that route. I would have been a bit disappointed if they chose to let Bachira not have his moment, and Rin stops Isagi from scoring, he blocks it. But this is Bachira's moment over here. He gets the ball, and him finally breaking free of the curse or the shackles that he put on himself there with that monster, saying he lost himself in the monster, blocking his vision, this curse, and casting it aside. I don't need you anymore, and saying I'm gonna become the true monster. And he made also a very interesting comment that Isagi became his monster also at some point, the way he wanted to play, only with him and for him his reason to exist. And this is where we have unleashed Bachira, and I feel like he has the most freedom when he's playing, the most freestyle, true passion, loves what he's doing. He loses himself in everything. I always like characters like this. Of course we have the most skilled one like Rin, the main character Isagi over there, Nagi with his insane control, which I still think he has the most raw talent, but there's always that one character that he feels like a ball of energy when you let him go free, just being born for something like this. And in this case being Bachira, getting past Isagi, past Chigiri, past Baro, one after the other, and all three of them going versus him, getting annoyed. Step away, insects, you're nothing to me. The ego coming to the surface. We finally see the real Bachira, and him awakening to his own freedom, be one with the ball, getting past them over there and saying I will be the monster, finally letting go of that monster, that imaginary monster that he always had with him. Goodbye monster, and goodbye Isagi. As just he was about to score there, Bachira having his moment. And if we remember what Isagi said back then when he saw Bachira awakening a bit, realizing he's also one of the wild cards, like I said previous videos, along with Baro, he got an idea. And this is where we see it come to fruition. As soon as Bachira was about to score, Isagi is there to block it. He new, and now we're gonna have Isagi devouring Bachira, which we're gonna have an insane moment probably from Isagi. I'm very excited for next week, but this is why I'm worried. Bachira is one of my favorite characters in the series. I really hope we're gonna see more of him. I hope we're gonna get a season 2 when Bachira is involved. I also wanna see more Kunigami. Reo, I don't really care about Reo if I'm being honest, but I definitely want to see more Kunigami. Raichi, I miss my boy Raichi. Where are you, Raichi? Come on, I need my stalker back. There are quite a few characters which I want to see more of them. But yeah, this was mainly Bachira's episode. Of course, Isagi had that moment over here and a lot of build up for next week. I'm very excited about it. I'm curious what Isagi is going to do, and this is why I'm sure they're gonna win. I just want to see how they're gonna win. It's kind of obvious they're gonna do it, and what I'm worried, like I said, is who are they gonna choose, because even what Nagi said there, we have Bachira in full form now, so Nagi had the points at that moment there when Bachira was lost in his own thoughts, but Bachira is back in form, more than full form. And I hope they're gonna pick Bachira. Now, I'm leaning towards that, but I'm also worried about Rin. And my argument for not choosing Rin is because they already have somebody with his skills, in that being Isagi. And having both of them, I feel like they will clash too much with the plays, with reading, special awareness, anticipating, and things like that. They will clash too much. Very similar skill set. And I kind of feel like Isagi surpassed a bit in this match, which I'm not sure about that one, but at least he had that one play. And like I said back first at the beginning of the episode, I still stand by that, and I feel, if you've watched my videos, that Isagi and Bachira are the best combo we have had in the entire series. They just play off each other and together so well, and not just plays their personality, they get along very well. And I just want more Bachira and Isagi in the series, and please give me that. I know they're gonna lose, it's very obvious, but please let them pick Bachira and not Rin. There's no way they're gonna pick the others two. Those feel like NPC a bit. Tokimitsu is a bit interesting, but Aryu, no thank you. So there's no way they're gonna pick those two. It's either Bachira or Rin, and I'm leaning towards Bachira and Rage, please. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about this episode, Isagi's play with that back heel and his duel against Rin, and now Bachira. And I can totally understand why Bachira is one of the most favorite characters in the series. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow, and also make sure to check out the podcast, because anime episodes every Wednesday. So keep enjoying Blue Lock. We have 3 episodes left, if I remember correctly. I think it has 24. So yeah, not a lot of episodes left. We're gonna talk more about season 2 and that when we get at the final episode. So I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye.